Well guys, here we go, part 9 of the garage renovation, I guess you can call it a series, because there's multiples of them. Well, in part 8 there, you've seen us vapor barrier the air compressor room, and, you know, was going to start on the boarding, but ran out of vapor barrier. But that's kind of the way she goes. Well, made me a run down to the hardware store, picked me up another roll of vapor barrier, as well as I picked up a really nasty tool to do a job that I needed to do. The tool in question is what some people call a ramset or a hilti. There are a few other brands or other names. The technical name on it is a low velocity gun. So pretty much this is what we're dealing with. It's basically a, if you will, it's basically almost a gun. It's a powder actuated tool that pretty much drives a pin into a shell, which fires a charge, which you know, makes the nail go into the concrete. So of course, here are the shells. They are a disc or so of little 22 caliber loads. And of course, you know, these are the pins or the nails. Now of course, they're probably not the same powder. Now of course, they're probably not the same powder you'd find in a, you know, a gun shell. But, you know, they'll do just the same amount of damage if you shoot them at your leg or something like that, right? So guys, let's load up, get set up, and we'll fire some into the concrete. Okay guys, so for those of you that are wearing headphones, you may want to turn the volume down a bit. But pretty much, you load the nail into the gun, press it down onto the surface, and squeeze the trigger. So here we go. Just like that. So we'll get set up again for the next one. So basically what you do is you slide the nail into the end of the gun. You know, extend out the barrel. Extend out the barrel. And retract it back in, and that basically what that does is it advances the cartridge to the next shot. And pretty much you repeat that step each time until you have sufficient amount of nails in the item that you're, you know, fixing to a solid surface. So we'll throw the other remaining nails in here, guys, and then we'll keep on rolling. So of course, when you fired all 10 rounds, you're left with an empty cartridge, empty disc, whatever you want to call her. Of course, some people might try to refill these, recrimp them, but you know, you just kind of toss them and grab a new one. Got 2 more to put in there, guys, and then we're good to start boarding. And pretty much going from there. So let's get at her, and we'll see you then. Okay, guys, so now we got the wall sections and stuff all fastened to the concrete. They are completely one with the garage now. There is no going back, of course, by far now. So we can start hanging our sheet goods. I get to use my handy dandy brand new drywall hoist, which I picked up at the Princess Auto here a few days ago. Yeah, I know it's not a commercial grade professional hoist, but hey man, for what I'm going to use it for, it's going to be good enough. So of course I need to throw me a couple measurements to get me the piece here from the back wall for the ceiling and the width. Forget exactly what my measurement was again, but I can find that out fairly easy. But hopefully in this video I could actually have this room paneled by the end of today, And then what I can do is panel this wall, because there is no obstructions at all in this wall, electrical or anything. Then using my safe and sound insulation, I'm going to insulate this whole wall here, and maybe go as far as actually vapor burying and this outer wall and the ceiling over here too. So pretty much, guys, welcome to part 9 of the tool room reno, and you know, away we go. Well, guys, got the sheet cut for the roof of the air compressor room. Had to do a little bit of filing and fitting to get her up there and in there. While I was up there, I marked out the light for the light in there, of course. And just right now, in the process of cutting her with my jigsaw. Pretty much, as you see there, got the line all marked out. And she's good to go. So, of course, I'm going to throw her on the tripod here. And then start cutting. Okay, guys, so there she is. Not the prettiest of hole, but she's a hole, I guess. Gonna go back in, throw her on the drywall lift, hoist her up there, and then we'll see how well she fits. Okay, guys, here we go. Got the hole cut, got the OSB in place on the panel lift, ready to go up to the ceiling, and get her on up there. Okay, so she's kind of just setting up there. If you sight up that hole there, that's the light for the wires for the light, and they're pretty much dead center where I need them to be. So far she's looking fairly good. Of course, she has been test fitted like 3 times, up and down, before I'd done the hole in her. So hopefully she goes up better for the final time. Come on, there you go. So again, guys, one final little 8 inches here, get her on up, and away she goes. Well, guys, there you go. Even my hole is acceptable. The hole for the light, that is. Pretty much, as you see there, I know she's a little big, but the fixture will cover that, of course, and you know, a few other things. But she's up there. I'm probably going to throw a couple of screws in here as just to give her a bit of a hold temporarily. Get the lift out of the way, and then we'll throw our light up in there, and we'll see if Sparky, the electrician, see if his work was worth every penny I paid him. Well, guys, Sparky the electrician strikes again. Of course, you know, that light right there is the shop light, which is run off of another power source. But these 3 lights, like that one there, the air compressor room, the hallway light, if you will, and the tool room light, is all run off of the garage power. So she does work. And of course, the 2 lights here are run off of this light switch right here. And the tool room light, and the air compressor light is a pull chain light, which basically goes on and off when you pull the chains. So now we got the electricity working. A guy can start vapor burying and boarding up the rest of the area here, and then she'll be good to go. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure about Sparky the electrician there. You know, I found him in the back of one of the hardware stores. You know, kind of a shady feller there, kind of had the shakes, and weren't entirely sure on his ability to pull his wire in public, you know. But hey man, you know, I'd be surprised what you find on an ad on Kijiji, right? And kind of away she goes. So pretty much she's wired now, kind of a redneck type of wiring job, but hey, you know, it'll keep the squirrels out, and away she goes. Well guys, here we go. Got the first piece of vapor barrier up in the, I guess you could call her the tool room. Of course, I need to cut the attic access into the vapor barrier here, basically creating a hole now in my vapor barrier. Now, of course, I got to lay the next piece now of plastic to run, you know, across and pretty much plastic in vapor barrier in this part here. I think I'm going to do a little bit differently this time than what I did in the air compressor room. I'm going to board the ceiling first, and then once the ceiling is boarded, then what I'll do is I'll vapor barrier and board the walls. Why, you ask? Well, so I could save causing issues like this when I go to put the, you know, the ceiling boards up, right? Because they're bound to be a little slipping now and then, and they want to snag onto the plastic and rip as they go up. But that's kind of the way she is, I guess. Of course, a little bit of tuck tape in there can refix that, and I can cut me a strip of plastic vapor barrier and lay it in there and staple it and tuck tape to fix that too, so I don't have to pull and re-vapor barrier this room at all. So that's good anyways. But yeah, I'm going to work on the ceiling first, get the ceiling all boarded, then we can work on the walls. I still got to move that old electrical there out before I can vapor barrier and board that wall, so that's no biggie there. But guys, like I said, she's coming along fairly well. Just a little bit of you know, goings on now and again, and pretty much away she goes. This is the panel for the roof where the attic access is and the one light fixture is. Of course, I've already pre-cut the attic access here with the circular saw. I just have to join the corners. I'm going to use the jigsaw for that because I already have it out, and I needed to cut the light box hole anyways. Hopefully she's going to fit. I'm not 100% sure on my measurements, but I guess we'll know in a few minutes. So again, I'll throw you on the tripod here, give you a nice what do you want to call it, shot view of it being cut. Well guys, there you go. We got ourselves 2 holes in our sheet of plywood. So let's take her back in there and put her on the drywall hoist and see if she lines up. Okay guys, so pretty much we got that one sheet of OSB up on the roof here. We got of course the attic access sheet up as well. The second sheet of course is up. And, you know, looking fairly well, looking fairly good. Just working on, of course, the third sheet here, just stringing out the vapor barrier, getting her all good to go. I'd like to get pretty much the ceiling boarded all together tonight. That's kind of my goal tonight, to get that all done. Then once that's all done, then I think, see how she goes. I might throw some insulation up there, or I might leave that for another day. But right now I'm pretty much just stretching the vapor barrier out, just about to make the cut in there for the light fixture, and then keep on stretching the plastic. But guys, she's going well. Got a couple little snags I've run into, but that's part of the building process. You got to overcome them and keep on rolling. So here we go. Well guys, here we go. Bit of a check-in for you. Well, I got this piece here up in place. Had to do a little bit of trimming along this edge here because, well, you know, it's kind of the way she goes, right? And this piece here I got in place, just got the light hole there cut, everything cut, all four corners, you know, to fit. I gotta take my handy dandy Dremel Multi Max here and give a trim along that line so she'll drop right in there. So, you know, no real biggie. But, you know, she's coming along fairly well. I need to frame in something for an attic door there. I haven't 100% decided yet what that might be. I might leave her till the finishing stages there, because things might change temporarily on the idea front, right? Well guys, here we go. I got that piece up there in the corner now. She is, you know, fastened, of course, on up there. Currently I'm just giving the floor a sweep. Picking up some of the cuttings, the insulation, the chunks, and I'm just going to pick up some of the, you know, work debris, I guess you could call her. I probably should shut her down here shortly, but I like to get the whole room to one stage, which is vapor barriered, and then you know, I'll probably shut her down. I still got to fix this electrical there. I'm going to remove that, so what I'll probably do is vapor barrier up to this point, just leaving it folded down and loose. Then I can get behind it to undo the wire and snake her on through. But you know, it's kind of the way she is, right? You can't plan for everything, I guess. But guys, just going here, getting things done, having a pretty decent day. Of course, you know, gotta love weekends and time off. So let's get back at her, because we've got a few more minutes left of the day. Well guys, there we go. We got the vapor barrier all up pretty much on all the walls now, all the way around. Of course, I left this piece folded down because of the electrical. Did this wall, little short wall here, got it all vapor barriered and all that. Got, of course, you've seen there, got the ceiling all done today, and even had time to sweep the floor, pick up the big chunks and all that. But yeah, she got a lot of work done today, just a lot of things, you know, to go still, of course, and then just the great big painting question in the end there to, after she's boarded, whether I want to apply the paint, which way. But guys, that's pretty much it for part 9 of the tool room renovation project. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.